Saturday night. I'm drinking some wine. I haven't seen you forever. Cheers. All right. Happy Saturday. I literally haven't seen you guys in months and months and months and months and months and months and months because I moved from Chicago to the Ozark Mountains. And you ask, wow, that's really crazy, Cassie. Meh! Yes, it is. Why did I move? Could it be the muggings? The multiple muggings? Could it be the 6 men that jumped my fence, kicked in my door, were standing in my kitchen, stole my wallet, stole my vehicle? Could it be the chaos? Could it be the expenses? Could it be the lack of support? Could it be the bullshit court case I was in for 2.5 years? Longer than I dated them. That's right. The definition of insanity. My attorney was like, I'm here for you. By the way, they are literally liars. So, you're here to take my money and clean out my savings. So, she was like, well, I was once married and I went through, meh! I was never married. Why are we comparing? Just finish the case. Well, I want to play patty cake with the judge. We can jerk each other off and then tell each other how great we are and then never finish the case. Right. Because apparently in Chicago, you can take someone to court, not show up for 2 years, and nobody cares. They're like, huh? Let's give them another chance. Insanity, okay? And if my hair looks like shit, you can thank the court system and my baby daddy because I haven't been able to do my hair in years because it's an added expense that I can't afford with my 3 jobs, 7 days a week. Thank you to all the people who do nothing. So, all right. So now that we got that out of the way, why I moved, okay? I live in the Ozarks. My dad lives here. He lives about an hour and 30 minutes away. Well, he said 30 minutes. I got here, there was a natural disaster. The bridge was out. It's an hour and 30 minutes now. And now the bridge is fixed and I don't know. It's whatever. Not that close. Not close enough. And he's 77, okay? So people were like, what are the Ozarks like? Well, it's peaceful. I don't have to deal with anybody's bullshit, okay? But my dad's a little wild, and I'm not allowed to talk about him on my Facebook because he's like, did you post something about me? Meh! You cannot say anything, Cassie. You cannot. So here we are. Okay. So my dad lives in the middle of nowhere in a shack, essentially. He'll call it a house. It's not. But we could talk about that all day, okay? So when I go down there sometimes with my son, we go fishing, we do all this stuff. My dad had 30 feral cats at one time, literally. They were like fighting in his front door and we had to like hit them with brooms to like break it up. It was wild. There's blood everywhere. It was crazy. It is like the movie Deliverance. So he's like, it's so peaceful. I'm like, is it? Because it feels dangerous. So, but anyway, so I went out there and the one night we locked ourselves out of his house. He claims it was my fault. Okay? Because what isn't my fault? And he's like, well, if you want to find the spare key, it's through the woods. And just feel around on the trees and there's a nail with the spare key. If that isn't insane, I don't know what is. Okay? I literally had to stop him right there. I am not going on a treasure hunt in the woods at 2 a.m. in the middle of nowhere. Okay, he's like, just feel through the trees and then you'll feel a nail and then feel for the spare key. Absolutely not. I would rather break in. I would rather break glass with my hands through the window. I did climb through the window, by the way, and fell. And then he did and then fell. So we had that happening. If I could tape it, we would probably be rich because it's ridiculous. And then people were like, do you have daddy issues? Absolutely. Meet my dad, you will know why. So, but he lives in the middle of nowhere in a shack, okay? It is exactly what you're imagining. But he's like, just feel through the woods on this treasure hunt. I will not do that. So that's crazy to me, okay? Crazy. And he was like, I can't believe you shut the door. People shut doors. I know that sounds nuts, but they do. So anyway, I am here. It is wild, but I'm trying to heal from all that shit, save some money because we were financially destroyed. Speaking of which, thank you all for the GoFundMe. It was wild because the people who helped us get out, it was like donation. And then it would say the name and I'm like, that guy fingered me in a car at the mall in Columbus. Now, it was a weird experience because I'm like, I really appreciate the $100, but that's so wild. He fingered me in the parking lot. Should I say thank you? Thank you for fingering me in the $100. So, that was wild. So, I was going to say it was all the way back in Vietnam, but my dad was literally in Vietnam. So, what? He'll talk about that all day, let me tell you. He was drafted, so, all day. I was putting out there on my page, like, because I am a therapist, shockingly enough, if you want to know what not to do, just ask me, because I did it, okay? Been there, done it, did it, got burned. Okay, so I was putting it out there. Like, do you guys have any sex questions? What do you want to know? Some guy's like, can you show me your butthole for $100? Should I do it or not? I don't know, okay? But anyway, because I have this Patreon, people ask me wild stuff. And the Patreon is literally $7 a month, okay? It was basically extra money for extra expenses because we were broke as fuck and it was just whatever. Mrs. Robinson bullshit, okay? Sexy photos. And people were like, can you send me a free one? It's $7. 23 cents a day. Baby, if you can't afford that, you shouldn't even be talking to a woman, okay? You can't even afford a glass of wine once a month. You shouldn't have a cell phone to text me because you can't afford shit. $7 is nothing, okay? I was literally giving you a discount so that you could have the pleasure of jerking off. Cheap. I'm literally putting myself down to help other people jerk off. Trust me, I don't think I'm the shit, but I do think I'm worth more than $7. So, no more requests. I had a guy from prison call me, literally through Facebook, and he was like, can you send me a freebie? You smoke cigarettes. I know you have $7. Go to the page, subscribe. I have 3 jobs, and I'm a mom, and I do all the things. $7. Baby, you can't afford that. You shouldn't even be talking to women, okay? So... all right, so then let's get on to some other questions people asked. Somebody said, do you like daddy dick? What? Okay, do I like daddy dick? What does that mean? Do I like my dad's dick? Absolutely not. That is called incest, and the answer would be no. And there's no funny business about that. Yuck. So... yuck. No, I don't like daddy dick. Now, do I call somebody daddy when I'm sucking their dick? If they ask me to. So, do I like daddy dick? Like, do I like old people's dick? People that are daddies? Sure. I'm 44. Why wouldn't I? I mean, I'm a mom. But it depends on the actual question. Do I like my dad's dick? No. That would be incest. No. Do I like older people's cock? Sure. I'm not judgmental. I mean, I'm 4 years old. I'm not going to be young. Well, I'm middle-aged now, but I'm not going to be 44 forever. So sure, I like older daddy dick. So do I call people daddy? If they want me to. If they want me to, sure. Okay, so what have I been doing in the Ozarks? I've been getting dicked down by a younger man. I'm 44, he's 42. So I literally, when he took his clothes off and I looked at him, I was like, is this legal? Because I'm so used to, well, first of all, I haven't dated in 10 years. Second of all, I've probably been on 3 dates in 8 years. Third of all, I am used to dating men 10 to 20 years older than me. So when I saw his ass, I thought I was committing a crime. I was like, oh my God, is this legal? Oh my God, is this legal? Fuck. I'm like, can I fuck him? Oh my God. And then I remembered he was my age. Well, a year and a half younger. But I forgot what youth looked like. And this is not bad. I love an older man. But I'm just telling you, I did not remember what that looked like. Okay? I literally was like, am I allowed to be here? Should I take my clothes off? Is this legal? I don't know. It was legal. He's 42. It's hot. So I forgot what energy looked like. I forgot what stamina looked like. I forgot what people who literally work at their body every day, hardcore, I forgot what that looked like. And by the way, I love a dad bod. I'm down with it. I'm just telling you, I forgot what it looked like when somebody is super in shape. Fuck. I forgot. And trust me, I'm not in great shape right now. I'm trying to get there. So, no judgment. All right. So anyway, the oldest I fucked is 62. The youngest probably 5 years younger than me. Maybe. All right. The rant for tonight. So I will tell the whole story another day because it's going so long, but I'm going to give you the gist of it. Okay? Have you ever had sex with someone missing a body part? A body part. So when I met this guy, I did not know he was missing his arm. You're like, Cassie, how could you not know? Because he was hiding it under the bar while I was bartending, okay? And then he moved to LA the next day. So we were talking on the phone. My girlfriend's like, girl, he doesn't have an arm. What? So long story short, I will get into the rest of that next time, okay? Did I mind dating someone missing a body part? Well, there's a couple things. I did not mind. However, they cannot do two things at the same time. He could not grab my tit and finger me. Okay, he had to pick. And it was kind of hard. I was like, oh my God, finger me. And I was like, oh, we can't. Shit, fuck, shit, fuck. And then when we were having sex, he was always slanted like this. And I forgot he was missing his arm. So I had to put books under his arm for leverage. Because there wasn't any leverage, okay? These are things that we do not think about, okay? One time, I dressed up in an apron and baked cookies when I was in Nashville, and he came to visit me. And he went to pick me up, and he forgot he didn't have an arm, and he dropped me. So, naked in an apron, on a balcony, in heels, in front of a playground where children were playing. It was kind of, the whole thing was traumatic, okay? We can get into, do you have questions? Put them down below, okay? But it was definitely different. He would tell stories about how he lost his arm, and he would make all of them up. So, all of them. But basically, it was hard because you can't do two things at once. And then, I don't know, it was crazy. It's like, do you want to touch a tit or finger me? You can't do both. And that, me being greedy and selfish, I really wanted it at the same time. But I know, it's shitty. Like, I know, I had never had that experience. Have you guys ever dated someone missing a body part? Just asking. But he was like super cute, and he was hot, and he was nice, and he was all the things. And he went on to get married and have a kid, and he's awesome. He was a drummer. So, he looks like Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam. That's what he looks like. But have you guys ever dated someone missing a body part? Tell me. I want to know all the details. Happy Saturday.